How did Native American societies live before Europeans arrived? Let's imagine stepping back in time to North America before Europeans ever set foot on the continent. What would you see? How did the people interact with the world around them? Native American societies were experts in using what nature offered to thrive in their environments. For example, the introduction of maize cultivation from today's Mexico to the American Southwest wasn't just about growing corn. It led to booming economies, bustling settlements, and complex societies. Thanks to their smart irrigation techniques, communities in dry areas like the Southwest grew and prospered. Notably, the Hohokam developed highly sophisticated irrigation canals that channeled water across the desert landscape to support their agriculture, while the ancestral Puebloans, the Anasazi, constructed advanced multi-story dwellings from stone and adobe, complete with kivas that served as both spiritual and communal centers. The technological sophistication of these structures, particularly the ancestral Puebloans' use of aligned windows and doors to mark solar events, underscores their deep understanding of astronomy and its practical applications to agricultural cycles. What about places that were really dry, like the Great Basin? This region's arid conditions made water a precious resource. The societies there, such as the Shoshone and the Ute, adapted by not staying in one place. They moved around, living a mobile life to find what they needed to survive. This nomadic lifestyle was not without its conflicts, particularly over scarce water and grazing lands, which sometimes led to skirmishes with neighboring tribes. Legends among the Ute recount tales of ancient times when mystical beings taught them to live in harmony with the land, revealing secret water sources during droughts. Such conflicts often escalated into larger battles when multiple tribes competed for the same critical resources, highlighting the strategic importance of water sources and grazing lands in the region. In the western Great Plains, known for its vast grasslands, similar nomadic strategies were necessary. Here, the Sioux and the Cheyenne people embraced a lifestyle that was dependent on the movement of buffalo and the seasonal growth of available plants. The Sioux, in particular, were known for their expert horse riding and hunting skills, which were pivotal in their buffalo hunts, a key aspect of their culture and survival. They developed sophisticated techniques for using every part of the buffalo, from crafting bone tools to creating shelters from hides, illustrating a deep respect and understanding of their ecosystem. Now, head over to the lush regions of the Northeast, the Mississippi River Valley, and along the Atlantic seaboard. The abundance of resources here allowed for a mix of farming and hunting. The Iroquois in the Northeast developed sophisticated societies with permanent villages thanks to a balance of agriculture and game. The Iroquois, for instance, are renowned for their democratic governing system, which later influenced the United States Constitution. Their cultural festivals, such as the Green Corn Festival, not only marked the harvest season, but also served as a time for community bonding and renewal of social ties. Women played crucial roles in Iroquois society, overseeing crop planting, harvesting, and distribution, and they held significant power in deciding the chiefs, thereby maintaining matrilineal control over property and kinship. This empowerment of women was not unique to the Iroquois, but was also prevalent among other matrilineal societies across North America, such as the Navajo, who similarly entrusted women with key economic and social responsibilities. Then there's the Northwest, and what's now California. These areas were rich with forests and ocean life. Native Americans here lived off the land through hunting and gathering. In some spots, particularly in the lush environments of California and the coastal regions of the Northwest, they even formed stable communities thanks to the plentiful ocean resources. The Chumash in California were adept at building plank canoes known as tomols, which facilitated trade and fishing. A Chumash legend tells of a great race between canoe builders that united the coastal villages and established lasting peace. These societies not only manage their resources with practices that we would now call sustainable, they also offer lessons for modern ecological practices like crop rotation and controlled burning, which help manage forests and fields today. Comparatively, similar agricultural methods were seen in ancient civilizations like the Mayans, who also used sophisticated planning techniques to manage their resources sustainably. Furthermore, these groups are linked by DNA evidence to other indigenous peoples across the Americas, showing a wide network of migration and cultural exchange over thousands of years. The linguistic diversity of these regions was vast, with hundreds of languages that influenced social organization, trade, and cultural identity. The Sioux language, for instance, has contributed terms like teepee to English, reflecting the deep cultural interchange that these linguistic exchanges facilitated. Genetic studies have shown that Native American peoples are closely related to indigenous groups in Siberia, Mongolia, and Yunnan, reflecting a migration across the Bering Land Bridge thousands of years ago. This connection is also seen in shared linguistic and cultural traits between these groups. So what's the twist here? Well, these societies were already sophisticated and diverse long before European influences reshaped their world. They had developed unique ways to live with their land, proving that innovation isn't just a modern idea. The legacy of their technological innovations, cultural practices, and democratic ideals still echoes today, reminding us that the history of Native American societies is deeply woven into the fabric of modern America. Contemporary Native American voices emphasize the importance of preserving these traditions and acknowledge the significant role their ancestors played in shaping sustainable practices that continue to influence environmental stewardship today.